Well, here we are. The Vic is ready to paint. No anything left to paint on it. You know, we already did the hood. We did the deck lid. All that's left is the fenders, doors, and quarters on both sides. This car is a very big car to tape up. And since I'm getting inside all around the window, I took out all the trim around the windows. So it takes it takes quite a bit of time of taping up when you're by yourself. And you're just taking your time. And the weather, it's Super Bowl Sunday, it's 2 o'clock. The weather's really bad outside. So I've decided, my bones are killing me. I'm gonna come in here tomorrow morning, which will be Monday, early in the morning. I'm an early riser. I get up like 4:30 in the morning. I'll come in here, I'll paint that car, because here's the deal that you need to understand about painting a car. Once you close the door to your booth and you're in here, between sealer, your base coat, and then your clear, you're basically 4 hours in. Because you gotta give yourself 4 hours, because you spray your sealer. Now, we'll go over this when I spray it. Then you're gonna walk around the car, see if anything got in it, any niblets or something like that needs to be taken out on your second coat of your first coat of sealer. You check, if there's anything in it, you'll take it out, I'll show you. Then you put your base coat. Your second coat of base coat, after you lay it down, you let it flash. You walk around the car, make sure nothing blew in there, a hair or whatever. Then you clean it out if there's something in there. It's your last chance. Then the next thing you're gonna do after that is your third coat of base. Bam, now you're ready for your clear. Walk around the car again, look at it, make sure nothing fell in it that you're going to be clearing into. Sure. And then you got to put your 3 coats of clear, or more if you're doing candies or stuff. Or if you're spraying it, and we'll go through this I'll stop in the stages when we spray it tomorrow. When you're spraying it and something happens, like in your second coat, a bug or whatever comes in, you got to get it out. Or if it's getting, let's say it's going really orange peeling on you, then you need to hammer a 4th coat on there. So you got some room to sand and get the trash out, okay? So right now I'm tired and I don't feel 100%, so I'm not gonna roll the dice and spray it now. I'm gonna spray this tomorrow morning, because I'm a realist. I'm gonna get tired, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it, okay? So anyway, I'll stop here. Next time you see this on, it'll probably be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I know someone's going to ask me, what gun am I going to be using? I'm using a gun that's under $100. Another guy from Paint Society uses it on stuff. It's a great gun. It's off of Amazon. There'll be a link. It's an Astro gun. It's got a 1.3. It's a cheap gun, but shoots very well. It's like $94, $96, something. They go up and down just a little bit. Very inexpensive gun. I'm gonna use this for sealer and base. And then for the clear, because I just like the feel of it. I'm very used to hammering that new clear I'm using. And I'm using the Black Widow. This is the first series Black Widow, okay? Not the new one, which I haven't even found a new one in my stores. So this is the original Black Widow with shooting the clear with 1.3 tip. Fans on when you're doing your final wipe down. Listen, something no one ever talks about is, especially if you're gonna be painting a roof, hood, deck lid, take a damp cloth and clean off your hose. Because you sling it over your shoulder, something may come off your hose too. You know, you don't want to. That hose is, especially if you're a guy that's done the body work, everything with that same air hoses get dirty too. That's just the wet rag from isopropyl alcohol. You could use just water, and we cleaned off the hose. So look what came off. All right, now we're gonna finish tacking, blowing, and get our sealer mixed up and shoot the sealer. After the sealer is done, I'll come back, we'll walk over it, we'll look around and see what we find. And look, wearing gloves, keep that stuff off your hands. So the sealer's done, everything worked out just fine. You know what, when you do all these different processes, you really become one with the car, so you know all the little spots. After you spray your sealer, before you clean out your gun, walk around it, look around the edges, see if you missed a spot, and then dust it, and then you'll be fine. So now what I'm going to do is take a tack cloth, go lightly over this, pull any dry spray off, and then we'll shoot the base. We'll come back when the base is done. All right, this is where we're at. We've got 2 coats of base on here now. We're going to put 1 more coat, which will make 3 coats. We went around all the edges. I seen a little fuzz on the lower part of a door. I'm going to let this flash. And then what we'll do is I'll walk over it with a flashlight, and then I'll see if I find anything, and then I'll use a bit of either probably 1000 grit, and I'll just knock the fuzz off of it and then throw a 3rd coat on. So remember, after your 2nd coat of base, walk around real close, take a breather, let it flash, and then look and see if something fell on somewhere, or you know, a mustache hair or whatever. And then just check and see what you got, and then that's your chance to get rid of that before we go to your 3rd coat of base, and then we'll go to your clear. Okay, same thing. After your 3rd coat of base, look around before you put that clear on and see if something looks, you know, something might have fell on there, a mosquito, bug, or whatever. This is really one of your last attempts to keep any trash out. The 2nd coat of base is on. I want you to walk around the car before you put that 3rd on. It's flashed real well. Okay? I want to show you, I found a couple of pieces of lint. And these are the 3 tools I'm using. I know if you're a younger person, you got good eyes. Even with good eyes, I want you to get something that magnifies it a little bit more. So you can walk around, and you take a flashlight, as long as it's a wide beam flashlight, nothing special, and you're going to walk around the car. And you're going to walk around the car twice, because you might miss something the first time. I don't know if you could see this little, there it is. It's a little abrasion. There's one over there. What that was I found some fuzz, and I got some 1200 paper. I don't press or anything. All I did was go across the piece of fuzz like that, came right off. Okay, now I've gone around the whole car. I found that, one little piece there. Everything else is still clean. I'm going to tack this off very lightly, wet down the floor again, throw that 3rd coat of base down, and then we'll move on to the clear. Nope, she got 3 coats of clear on it. I waited about 10 to 15 minutes after each coat. Car came out clean except for 1 spot, and it may be in my last coat of clear, like a bug land in it. Let me be very honest with you, right there. I just put enough clear on it to where it may sand out. If it don't, it don't. I'll shoot it, I'll dust it in tomorrow. But the rest of the car came out slicker than slick. So I think that may have came in my last coat, a gnat or something like that. I tried to get it out with a piece of masking tape. It wasn't coming, but that was after I put 3 coats of clear on already. So it may come out, it may not. But I hammered down on all the upper edges too. So it came out really slick. You know, of course, we're going to color sand it and buff it. But let me tell you something about the clears, okay? They're really good, but I've learned your first coat, just go on medium. It may look orange peely. Wait till you can touch it with your finger on the paper and it's not feeling wet. And then your 2nd coat, you hammer. Then you wait, and then you can hammer down again on your 3rd, or if you got something else, you got metallics in it, throw a 3rd coat. Just hammer down. I got no sags, and I've got no runs. It's 69 degrees in here, right in 37% humidity. I used a medium hardener, and it's the Euro Clear from Clark. It's the same as TransStar's, I think, Glamour, 2-to-1. Anyway, after I peel this apart, I'll let this set up for a day or two, then I'll look at that door. If that doesn't come out, I'll 1000 grit the door, buff on a little color, And just re-cleared the door. No big thing. You know, not like I have to do the whole car. The car came out very, very, very clean. Very clean. And, you know, I always color sand and buff. So, everything came out really nice on the Vic. Fenders, I poured it on so hard to where I thought it was going to pull off the car, but it didn't. Because I waited the 10 to 15 minutes each time so it's a clear setup underneath, and it was sticky for the next shot to go on in. So, anyway, God bless you, and you went through all the steps with me. Next, we'll put the car together in another video. And or if I got to fix that door, I'll put that in another video, okay? Very honest with you, everything else was very good on the car, except for, let's zoom in on this one spot. And that may come out, you know, it looks terrible right there because I was playing with it with a piece of tape. So it looks like it's all messed up. It's really old. It may come out, and if it don't come out, like I say, I'll blend it, blow the door. God bless you guys, and thanks for hanging around with an old fart like me. Have a good one.